Hi everyone, welcome in. It is I, Ryu, your Ice Storm Dragon from the mystical world of Castatol, here to continue my art April with working on some various projects. Today we're going to be working on a project that I already worked on a little bit before. It was during my sketch speed sort of practice thingy. It's the spring design for my little overlay screen thingamabobber that I have over on my live scene. Let me go over there. This thingamabob, that. It would be so much easier if I could just throw my hands up here, but that's the winter one. I'm getting ready to make and replace it with the spring one, even though I know we're basically like halfway through spring anyways, but I might as well get it done, you know? So that way I can have it up during the summer while I work on the summer one. I'm poor at planning. It's okay. You can tell I'm chewing something. We're just gonna ignore that. I may or may not be the most talkative today. I didn't have the best of days yesterday, so I really want to take this time to relax and just work casually on some stuff, you know? I'm trying to turn this overlay off. Just give me a second. There we go. This will make quite a cute illustration, I think. Shift that. That way when I'm turned, I'm not too turned. Why am I always so small in the corner? Why am I always so small by default? I hate that. 1 second. I gotta make myself bigger. There, this is way more reasonable. I think. Perhaps. Yeah, I think this is fine. No, I'm not the fastest at line art. I'd like to improve that one day, too. We're gonna see how quickly I can get this line art done. I'm not gonna make it a challenge or anything, but we're gonna see how quickly I can't get this line art done. think part of my problem is that I take too long drawing lines because I'm trying to be too precise. That's not the right color palette. There we go. Why are you still the wrong color? I swear I changed colors. Come on. But yeah, since I'll probably be silent, although I do accept questions, obviously, I like to take questions. Yeah, feel free to chat with me if you like, otherwise I'll probably just be quiet, so feel free to just kind of have me on in the background and vibe with the nice music with me. Why am I bouncing? Interesting that I bounce like that. I guess it's acceptable. Maybe it just feels a little bit off. I'm gonna flip the canvas like 500 times today. I can tell this. Why is it just off? I can't understand this. Maybe it's because of that? Maybe if I do that? Figure out what's wrong with it. Ah! starting to wonder if perhaps I'm stupid and maybe that's the problem. Like, what is wrong with it? Like, it looks so silly. I love how I'm like, let's see how fast I can do the line art, and then I spend like 10 minutes just on the eyelashes. I'll be amazed if I finish this piece today. No, that's not it. No, I think it looks better without the T. Nope, nope, nope. I needed it to be less raised. It needed to be flatter. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I don't like that line. Maybe not this line either. I think that's a little better. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Stop that. Kind of winged it when I sketched the fingers, so this might be a bit tricky. Trying to remember my intent behind it. You know, I'm actually thinking about it. I don't stream on Saturday too often. This might be one of the first Saturdays I've been able to stream in a while. I should publish this Castitalian calendar, so y'all know the different seasons and months. Should I do days of the week? Maybe I should do days of the week. Just a thought. I don't know. Can I draw a straight line, please? My foot's asleep. My foot is asleep. Oh no. My foot's asleep. Oh no. That's not great. That's not ideal. Oh. Foot, how dare you in these circumstances? Okay. That's a bit much. I don't think that looks good. Okay, so I can see very distinctly. I think that's the thumb. I don't like how that one is. I think I need a... I don't like that. Can I? Okay. Man, drawing hands is hard. I guess that one's alright for now. One day I hope to not hate drawing hands. Don't mind the hiccups. They're not real. They're a figment of your imagination. Trying to take a nice and easy approach to this. I want to learn to be a bit more relaxed and overall zen while I'm drawing. I want to channel my inner Bob Ross. Well, that ain't it. You know, the funny thing is, my computer keeps making a sound that vaguely reminds me of what my phone sounds like when it vibrates, and throws me off, and it drives me crazy.
Saw something move out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, hi! Welcome. Welcome to my humble abode, if you will. I'm trying to be very nice and calm and zen today while I work on some art stuffs. Da-da-da! Yeah, hi Thradix! Let me know if you want to join and work on art stuff together, Thradix. Don't worry, don't worry. If you do want to join, I can always just switch over and jump into a VC. But yeah, Poison Moth, I am doing great. I hope you're doing great today. Just drawing lines. I'm trying a new strategy, which is drawing the outline first. And then from there, doing the detailing on the inside. I saw one of my friends do line art like this, and I've been curious about it ever since. I'm glad to hear you're doing awesome. We're gonna ignore the dragon tail for now. Oh, that's certainly a thing that I chose to do. Whoops. There we go. But yeah, like I said, Thradix, if you do want to join and work on stuff together, I am more than happy to do so. Oh, come here. There we go. You also, get out. This is my attempt at varying the thicknesses of the lines, because I find that very hard. Oh, thank you for the follow, Poison Moth. Should I call you Moth? Should I call you Poison? Should I shorten it to Poison? Or do you want me to use the full thing? Because I can do either. Moth or Poison are alright? Alrighty. But yeah. I've been, needing to work on my little spring illustration here. I'm a little bit slow when it comes to time-based assignments. I say assignments, but it's self-assigned, so. Like a project. Couple of lines here. That might be a bit too much, but it'll get the point across. That's the other side has a few more. Yeah, I self-assign myself with a little bit too much work sometimes. Oh, it is my curse. Not bad so far, though. I've been chewing on some, gum to stop me from chewing on my fingers. It's a really bad habit of mine. Okay. And I know I want this to be a lighter line. For various reasons, but also because it's supposed to be a softer, more supple material. I highly doubt I went through the effort of making the lines lighter on my actual model, which is silly of me. I should have put in the effort. I'll hop on your stream, VC. Okay. Go to the one that says ask first. That way I don't have everybody pop in. Oh, also, fantastic news. I think I figured out the issue with my computer randomly blue screening, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Oh, I forgot my OBS stays above everything. I need to drag myself down to the very bottom here so I can see what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. 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 Here we go. Let me just go down here. Hello.
Hi.
I gotta turn on your PNG. Oh my god, what is that?
Oh, the bongo. I made it for me.
Oh my god, I gotta move it, hold on. I'm gonna move it just slightly. There we go. Alright. It is. And it's really funny because there's a dragon and there's a cat, and in the middle there's a cat dragon.
Fits perfectly.
Yeah, that's the chat mascot that I've been tentatively calling the Gato Goyle. Because I don't know what else to call it. It doesn't have a name yet. Yeah. Speaking of family dynamics, really funny thing here. Because I drew my model and I rigged my model. In VTuber terms, I am my own mother and father. That's always really funny to think about. And then technically I'm also a sibling to my VTuber children also. So it's you can't do VTuber family trees. They're so cursed. Yeah, I was sitting here, I was like, oh, let's try and do a nice amount of line art here. For speed-wise, I wanted to get a little bit going. Line art, because I'm a little bit slow at it. And then I proceeded to spend like the first 12 minutes of my stream just doing the eyelashes. That's a whole new stage of family being your own family? Yeah.
Let's see. So it's just personal projects this time?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do the character design prompt thing, but I think I might have to go to a randomizer for that. Because so far, the suggestions I've gotten for genre are Disney, which isn't really a genre, cartoon-style drawing, which is also not technically a genre, and anime, which is also not technically a genre. So, all great recommendations if I were to do an art style challenge, though, which is still on the table. Just if I did an art style challenge, I would want to pick specific shows, I think. So, like, if they said Disney, it would be like, okay, am I doing, like, the old Disney art style, or am I doing the new Disney art style? Type of thing. Or, like...
Oh, that would be a cool challenge. Yeah.
With Disney, would it be, like, Disney princess style, or would it be Disney, like, Mickey Mouse, Donald, Goofy style? Because they're two completely different styles. And then same thing for cartoon style, like, cartoon, are we talking Phineas and Ferb? Are we talking Gravity Falls? Steven Universe? There's lots of good shows to choose from in terms of art styles to mimic. So yeah, I figure that one's probably still on the table for Art April. And if not during Art April, I may take the chance to do it at another time. Phineas and Ferb mentioned? Yeah, I loved Phineas and Ferb. Now, I know they've made, or are making, I don't know if it's out yet, the newer one. if it is already out, I need to sit down and actually watch it. If not, though, I will wait patiently.
Dog can be so rushed stuff stream, but it's usually on brand.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should even bother sending out links.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think they're making another season of Phineas and Ferb. At least that's what I've heard.
Oh, I think so. And boot up. Or maybe I can. Let me try.
You do stream avatars through Steam?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that was an option. I might have to look into that.
Cool, because from there you could go to like the workshop of Steam avatars and just like, you know, grab other avatars that people have made.
Oh, I want to make my own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to make my own, and I want to have them all be like little fantasy creatures, or like different types of dragons. Cause you know me, I love me my dragons.
And you have like all the different types of dragons.
As many as I can shove in there. I know I have to like actually make the avatars though, so it's gonna be super scuffed. Easiest one's probably gonna be the amphitheater because it's just a noodle with wings.
Oh, Venia.
Yeah, let me know when you set up stream, and then that way I can turn on the thingamabobber for like shared chat and stuff. Cause that worked pretty well last time. Dragons are awesome. I am very partial to dragons, as evidenced by the whole dragon girl thing. That seems decent. Oh. When Art April was over, I need to get back into playing Metaphor.
Oh yeah, because you're like about to beat the game, right?
Oh, I have no idea. I might only be halfway through. I'm not gonna lie. Cause I'm only on challenge number 2 for the quest for the crown or whatever. And there's 3, and then you have to go back to the capital, so there might actually be a 4th one. And I feel like just completing all of these missions by itself is probably not the end. Because the goal of the game isn't even to become king. The goal of the game is to save the prince, and then to take revenge on the guy that cursed the prince and is also kind of causing all of the problems low-key. I don't like the way this one line looks. We're just gonna correct it. Okay. Not looking bad. Now I just need to do the glasses. Better remember what color I made my glasses. I think they're around this color. They're like a really dark blue. Saving a prince instead of a princess? I mean, yes. So the prince is like my adopted child. He's so sweet. At least based in the flashbacks that I've seen before he kind of went into a coma. Hi! I don't know why there were no sounds. That's odd. But hello! Why were there no bits?
Hi, Shisui.
Let me find out. One second. Where is it? Where is it? No, where is it? There it is. It should be set to whack me whenever bits happen, so... Why is it not throwing bits? You know, the bits one is there, so why is it not? You're celebrating your birthday today? Congratulations.
Rebirth, miss.
I'm gonna figure out, can I? If I do... Okay, I can make that work manually. Weird. Why are the bits not bidding? But yeah, like I said, congratulations on your birthday. Happy birthday. Don't know why my bits aren't working. But this would not be the first time I've had problems with the throwing system. Oh my god. This is too large. We'll fix it.
Okay, you want to set up the thingamabobber?
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Love how the art is coming along, by the way.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and we can set up the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the title. Whenever I put someone's name in the title, it automatically gives me the option to do this. Where? Okay, we'll try relaunching it. Hold on. Gonna be lurking in the background. But nice seeing you again. Yeah, and feel free to lurk, definitely.
Hello,
Okay.
Em.
So I cannot open it that way. I do have to go all the way in manually. Darn. And then we're gonna invite you. What? Then invite. Oh, I have to turn on the virtual camera. There we go. Network issues detected. Wah wah wah. Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Alright, I think I'm in.
Oh my gosh, I have an echo. I have an echo. I think you need to mute yourself on the other end. On the Twitch end.
Oh, is it good now?
Yeah, there's not an echo anymore. Cool.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. You can turn on your virtual camera if you want. If not, you're just gonna be the little square in the top corner of my screen. And then we can start sharing chat. Perfect. I heard that they're gonna start having a leaderboard for clips, which is nice.
That'd be nice to see.
Yeah, because it's hard to find natural incentives for people to clip.
Yeah, I usually end up having to make my own clips.
Definitely. It's really hard for me to clip my art streams because I'm never sure what's clippable in my art streams.
Yeah, same.
I got, whatever news program is going on in the background.
Oh, you still hear it?
Occasionally.
Oh, okay.
Mostly whenever you talk.
Yeah, that's why I've pushed the talk on.
Gotcha. Oh wow, I'm doing really bad at
I
drawing
live in
that.
a small house.
Gotcha. Are you gonna turn on your little OBS virtual camera?
Yes.
Looks like a G, but don't be fooled, everyone.
Not working?
Not on my end. Let me see. Where did it go? You have to, is there some sort of setting or something you didn't click? Oh, there we go.
There we go. Wish there was a way to take out my end, so it only shows yours. Like, take out your own end.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, because you did it on your end.
Mm-hmm.
Because mine is showing my own and oh, there's the prompt.
Oh yeah, there's an option that says include my own camera.
Yeah, right in my face. I didn't see it.
Alright.
I
We should
add
do.
more to my design, but I got nothing. I might
I
just work
forgot
on
how
today.
hard it is to draw while laying down. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've tried that before. Yeah, it can be tricky. Especially depending on which direction you're laying. Because if you're laying while looking downwards, it's hard, but it's not impossible. Now, if you're laying and you're holding the thing above you and you're drawing on it, I can say from experience it is quite difficult. Don't ask me why I was trying to draw like that. I can't give you an answer. Alrighty. It looks here like in about 5 minutes we're going to be hitting our first ad break.
Sounds
Got
good.
some huge news. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex has reached 1 million copies sold. About to hit 2 million. Beating out Naruto's original circulation record. Interesting. That's not something I would have expected. Especially not for Boruto. Okay, we're gonna have this little base layer. I'm thinking about making it like a... Yeah, we'll make it like a reddish gray.
Okay, so last time I was working on Faye, I figured out the ruffles I've been doing are all wrong, so I had to redo them. At this angle, not much to be showing. Ah, but then again, how would they look at at this angle? Oh, I see why I had it like that before. Okay.
I've been reading a really interesting webcomic. It's been consuming my waking hours, and so it keeps making me late to do stuff. I'll get so absorbed with it, and then I'm just like, shoot, all my time is gone.
What comic is this?
It's called... It's gonna sound silly. It's called Pick Me Up.
I'm guessing it's a romance?
No. No, oh god, no. So, to give you a rough premise, there's this guy, he's really good at this little app gotcha game, or whatever, called Pick Me Up. And in it, you have to basically, you gotcha summon these different heroes, and you go through this tower, and you gotta beat all, 100 floors of the tower, whatever, to save their world or something. Now, each one is, basically, each account is, bound to your phone or whatever, and each world in the game is different. It's not the same world. Each world in the game is a different world for each person. So, levels can be either really extremely difficult for certain accounts, or not, depending on your luck, I guess. Same thing with summoning. Anyway, so this guy's ranked top 5 in the game, and he doesn't have a 7-star, which is the max you can get. He's never had one.
And
Okay.
he still managed to kind of eke by on this, you know, gacha game that's, you know, it's a gacha game.
It's pay to win, basically. And his little username or whatever for his little gacha game is Loki. Great choice, personally, but anyways, there's a new special dungeon or whatever that opens up, and he's like, cool, I'm gonna go test it out. He sends in some of his little heroes. The thing about the little heroes in the game is that they can feel fear, they can refuse to do things and go on strike. Each of them will have, like, different levels. Some of them will train, some of them will be lazy and won't train. So, like, they're very highly advanced AI or whatever, to the point that they're, like, super realistic. And he sends his little tester team into this dungeon, and they're immediately like, oh god, we don't want to be here. Send us back, please, please send us back, please send us back. He's like, what? No, what? Why? What? And so they immediately get obliterated by an enemy that is like level 999, which should feasibly be impossible because the highest level in the game is 99. So he's angry, and he thinks it's a glitch until this thing they fought turns directly at him and smiles. Through the screen, fourth wall breaking, says, found you, and then he wakes up as a summoned character in the game.
That's very spooky.
Yeah, and so he's stuck in this game where he finds out that
all of the summoned heroes aren't AI, they're actual people. So the reason why they're so realistic, they're actual people. And they're all from these different worlds, because each world that they're trying to save or whatever is an actual world.
The reason why he can't summon any 7-star heroes on his account is because there are no heroes left to summon.
They've all, like, been taken out.
Oh, okay.
So he had, like, what was considered an extra hard account, but, like, nobody knows how he basically got in there,
except for himself. And no one that's being summoned knows that he used to be a master, because no one has a good opinion of the master. Because, like, for example, if you merge two characters together, you're basically offing that other character. So the quote-unquote waiting room before going into the tower, everybody's terrified for their lives. Because they're like, oh god, if we don't do this, we're gonna get merged, or if we do this, we might get killed by monsters, and they're all terrified. So he basically has to take charge and carry this newbie freaking player, because he knows how the game works, and he doesn't want to die.
Wait, so is he the one doing the merging, or no?
The player. The player is the one doing the... So he has no control at all.
Okay.
So he has to try really hard not to get offed himself, because he was a 1-star character.
At the point where I'm at in the comic right now, he's been
upgraded to a 3-star. So good for him. Apparently, his realm, which was called... His world was called Niflheim, because the world is assigned to you. You don't get to pick what it is. Anyways, his world was called Niflheim, and the one where he's in right now, where he got sucked into the game, is called Talmere.
Or Talmere. And in Niflheim, because of the way the system works, the higher ranking your world or whatever, and the more you progress, and the more this energy that you collect while you go up the tower, the closer the heroes grow to their master. So the instant he entered the game, the top 5 of his heroes knew he entered the game. And they began searching for him. Because when he played the game, he didn't use the merging system. He didn't basically rule by fear. So a lot of the people in his realm basically worship him like he's a king. And they're like, oh my god, our king is missing. We have to go find our king. Our king's in this world. Oh my god, let's get our king to come over here. Anyways, I'm enjoying it greatly so far. I have had some upsetting moments because there's some really sweet characters that end up having very, very not so happy endings. I'm still rooting for my boy Aaron. I want him to come back. Poor boy had some serious confidence issues because everybody was advancing so much faster than him. I feel so bad for him because he's so sweet. All he wants is to get back to his poor little sister who, I don't know what happened to her, but he had a little sister before he got summoned. The concept of the game, roughly, or I guess not the game, the concept of this universe, is that the worlds they're trying to save, they've already ended. So what they're doing is they're toying with the space-time continuum to try to unend the worlds. But of course, nobody who's playing the gacha game actually knows this. Because they're just like, ah, game, fun, play, yay. Technically, it can be an idle game because you can just kind of send your little heroes on missions and let them do whatever. Like, you don't have to be watching them. Of course,
yeah,
this
I was
is
getting the feeling like it sounds like AFK Journey or something.
Yeah, well, it's because they're real people, so they're kind of autonomous. They can move on their own. Yeah, honestly, it's quite a good series. I've been going through and I've been reading a bunch of webcomics because I got a TikTok. And it was just recommendations for webcomics. And I had read a good portion of them. And they were all, the ones that I had read that were on the list were really good. So I'm like, okay, maybe this person has taste. I'm gonna go through and systematically read every single one of the ones on this list. So far, none of them has been a miss.
Free from Ad Hell. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Recommend reading it. It's quite good. Now, I will say, character design wise, he looks pretty, I guess, similar to most of your stereotypical Korean webcomic protagonists. They kind of have a look to them. Think Solo Leveling. But yeah. I was chuckling because they're like, sometimes they have these little mini games for crafting. And it's like, oh, here's a puzzle. And I'm like, oh, okay, a puzzle. This makes sense. And then I'll go through and, oh, that's just a little spot on my screen. Whoops. I thought that was a spot on my canvas. Anyways, it's like, oh, here's a puzzle. I was like, okay, a puzzle for making a little thing. That makes sense. Oh, you're crafting this other type of item? Guess what? The puzzle's now a rhythm game. Have fun. It's like, what is this game? Literally the way that I would quit this game so hard. Also the fact that, like, if you open the dimensional door, you can be invaded by other people. No. I feel like I probably wouldn't be too bad at a game like that, though, because of the fact that I generally... I end up falling in love with characters. I don't like to get rid of them unless I have duplicates. And since this is a game where you couldn't get duplicates, I would generally think I would try not to get rid of them.
Oh, for sure. I'm also a collector in games like that.
And while a game like that would be cool, I would be utterly terrified finding out that it was real and I held people's actual lives in my hands. I think I would cry.
I think I had murdered a couple people in a couple of my gacha games.
Oh no! Because, like, the other thing is, if you don't log in for 6 months, the world is destroyed.
Oof. I mean, half a year. That's enough time, right?
Yeah. Homeboy's, world had gathered enough energy that they could last for 10 years. And they told him this because he was afraid that his world was going to get destroyed because he'd already been missing for like 3 or 4 months. Yeah, no. And the thing about the game is because they're all real people, once you know, they're gone. You can't get them back.
Oh, there's no revive system?
Nope. The only revive system they have is if you get raided by an enemy player and they, you know, off some of your characters, they'll be revived. However, it damages their soul and all of their stats are permanently nerfed.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they'll never go back to the strength that they once had. So basically, they then become useless. Yeah, the whole point of the series is that it's really, really hard. The main character is the only one that's made it to, like, floor 88, I want to say? Or maybe he's not the only one, because I think there might have been one more player that made it that high. But he was trying to beat that player's record when he got, kidnapped.
Ow! Hi, April. Oh.
You get whacked? Oh.
Yeah. There's your gremlin noises. Okay, I'll hydrate too.
I went a little bit too far here. But yeah, another one that I've been reading is, because gosh, I can converse about what I've been reading like all day. Another one I've been reading is one about a guy who, again, he gets reincarnated in another world, but while he was alive, his family, for whatever reason, they're like, oh my gosh, you're supposed to be a shaman, you have like the aura of a shaman or something, so we're gonna shove all this stuff at you. And he's like, no, I don't wanna. So he just studies, and then eventually he manages to become like a regular, you know, working adult, and then he gets hit by a car. Yes. Water is good. Water is Lloyd. Lloyd is good.
I swear I had a snack redeem.
I love Greatest Estate Developer so much. It's such a good series. Now, I'm doing the comic, not like any sort of novel or anything like that. Which I'm pretty sure there is a novel for it. Pretty sure. I haven't read it though.
Yeah, I'll combine it with the hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate.
No candy.
Let me just... Don't tell the government, but I pirate that. I say pirate, but by pirate I mean fan translation.
Oh, so not really pirating then.
I mean, I'm not paying for it, so... Yeah, don't get me wrong, I would pay for it, absolutely. I think they have it on... Yeah, they have it on Webtoon. If you want to, you know, actually support the creators. But, oh yeah.
Good job getting the star. What free redeem you want? What were you saying? Sorry.
No, I was gonna continue my rambling about this other webcomic. But yeah, so the one, he basically, he goes to this other world, and he ends up being kind of like a covert operations type guy where he keeps going around using different aliases because he's trying to find something in particular. They haven't elaborated yet as to why that is, at least as far as I've read. And all the aliases he's used, I swear to God, because he's got one where it's Machiavelli, he's got one where it's like Arsène Lupin, he's got another one that's oh yeah, he used Van Helsing once. No, that was his monster hunting nickname. That was his alias for monster hunting. He used James Moriarty once. And he also used... What was the other? Oh yeah, Jack the Ripper. I'm surprised you can't find it on Webtoon anymore. That shouldn't be a thing. Hold on, give me a second. I must now know. Why is my internet broken? Come on. Okay, yeah, I just typed in greatest and it popped up immediately. They have up to... it looks like they have up to episode 179 on there.
God, I'm so behind on messages too. My addiction to Assassin's Creed.
But yeah, besides his little silly nicknames in the comic that I'm reading, he ends up he's fleeing this civil war that happened because he's kind of like he's finished his bit, he's done there, and he's taken on a new disguise as like a 40-some-odd-year-old man when this guy steps onto the train and is sharing a compartment with him, and he's supposed to be a new teacher at this really prestigious magic academy or whatever. And so they're, you know, having conversation, although he doesn't really care for the conversation, but they're having pleasant conversation when all of a sudden the train is attacked by terrorists. And in the attack, the guy he was talking to gets taken out and his disguise gets torn off, so he doesn't look like a 40-year-old man anymore. And he looks sort of he's got the same color eyes and hair, roughly, as the professor did. So the authorities mistake him as the professor. And he just goes along with it to get out of questioning. But unfortunately, he gets picked up by one of the school people who came to pick up the professor because they also mistakenly thought he was him. So now he has to pretend to be the professor at the school for at least 2 years because that's how long the contract was for.
Oh God.
Oh no, wait. It gets even more interesting.
Oh boy.
He's there for literally not even 24 hours when he is contacted by someone who is acting like they know him and talking about basically infiltrations and missions and stuff, because apparently the man whose identity he assumed was a fake identity because they belonged to a secret organization.
Oh my God.
Who was infiltrating, and he's actually supposed to be very high up in that organization too. So now, not only does he have to pretend to be a teacher, he has to pretend to also be part of the organization while playing both sides so that he doesn't get offed. It's a really great read so far. Some people, when I was reading like descriptions or whatever about it, they're like, oh my God, and he's surrounded by women and the women just make him look better. And I'm like, are we reading the same story? Because Like, yeah, there are female students, but there are also male students that he talks to as well. And nothing's romantic here. They're all just kind of like, wow, he's an incredibly talented guy. I want him to teach me stuff because he's incredibly talented. Essentially. Or they're jealous of him because he's incredibly talented. But I will say they've had 2 characters pop up so far that I think are really solid potential love interests. One of them is a really sweet character who is also a teacher at the school. Very sweet. And then the other one is basically this lady that sort of helped run the back alleys of this city. And she got roped into his little group, and he kind of helped her open a clothing store. That's what I think would be really solid options for a love interest. However, the way his backstory is, it's very interesting, and I'm trying to figure out if they did anything romantic, it probably wouldn't be until like the end of the series. Like, it's so weird. Whenever someone's reading a story and they see a woman, they just assume, oh my god, there's a harem. It's like, no. Not even close. Like the other one, the Pick Me Up series, there's tons of female characters. I don't think a single one is even bothering with romance right now because they're more preoccupied with the fact that they could die at any given moment.
Yeah. Priorities here.
Yeah, exactly. Priorities. Okay, I need to do... I forgot about those. I download too many brushes. I'm gonna have to go through and reorganize my brushes into folders again.
Alright, now I gotta delete the old. And I'll merge the layers.
Okay. Where is... Oh no, it put all 3 there. Okay, I was worried about that. Okay, I also put my lightning in that folder too. Good. Sort of sorting out my stuff a little bit. Yeah, I don't even use half of these, but it's like, what if I get rid of it and then one day I need it, you know? Like, I'm probably an asset hoarder. It's a big problem of mine. Because, like, I've gotten so many brushes that I'm like, oh yeah, this one will be great for leather, and then I just shade everything with the cloud brush. Oh gosh. I want it to be more of a yellowish green, I guess.
Right, now we merge. Yeah, for these little loops I'm doing right now, probably would have been better to have a brush for it.
Which loops?
There's like some sort of frills on Faye's skirt.
Do you know how many frill brushes I have downloaded and then never used? I always end up just drawing them by hand. Like, I should start using brushes. Or if I do want to keep drawing them by hand so that they match my art style, which is like my main problem, because my line art is so weird, then I really ought to, at the bare minimum, like, what is it? Oh yeah, make my own brush. Oh, no, that's like neon. What is that? Seems a bit excessive. Yeah, if I desaturate it a bit, it looks fine.
This might take a while, but that's fine.
Let me just change it to this. Bluish. Down here to like. Watching people create art while creating art yourself is such a sweet feeling. Yeah, it is very nice. Okay, that should be fine for the grass. However, additionally, I need flower petals. Okay, what color? I've said that in the spring in the Kalem Empire that the trees are like pastel colors. So I need to do like pastel yellow maybe. That's too big. Yeah, that's too big. Put a bunch of flower petals everywhere. I'll make them yellow because I think that seems good. And then we'll go down a little bit. I'm gonna make it more of a deeper yellow to give it a little bit of variety.
I really gotta stop myself from fixing some of these lines. They'll just sketch.
Yeah, you should set a timer again, because you know, sometimes the stress of knowing that there's a time limit really
Fix things up, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll go back to the original color. Not how bad. I might saturate it a little bit more. Oh, my ear itches. Wet. Okay. Pretty solid background, I think.
I'm definitely gonna duplicate these layers before I merge them.
I do that a lot. I'm too much of a chicken.
It's like I want to save everything.
You know, I get you, especially since I had that issue with my computer blue screening. And then I was like, oh, I definitely have to save everything now.
Oh, yeah. I should get that the VTuber asset where it's like there's an iPad or a tablet in front of your bottle as you're
Oh,
going.
speaking of, I don't have VHand turned on. Let me open VHand.
Oi, go. Oi, more passion, more passion, more passion, more energy, more energy, more footwork, more footwork, more footwork, more passion, more energy.
Thank you for the gifted sub. Ah, what just happened?
Sub hype.
What just happened? Ah. What is this? Oh. What? Why did I... That's weird. For some reason I got a new item in my Steam inventory that was Baldur's Gate related. But I haven't played Baldur's Gate in a really long time, so I'm really confused.
Could it be the shared account thing that carries over?
Uh,
Maybe someone else is playing Baldur's Gate and you just got the thing too.
that's weird though. It shouldn't do that. And
That's
I got,
just my guess. I don't know how.
I got
the shared
VHand
thing
going
actually
now.
works.
The instant VHand makes it so that you can import custom assets for like the sleeves and stuff. I'll be unstoppable because then it'll actually look like my sleeve. Already pretty close right now though. But yeah, I think I've been doubling down recently on my webcomic reading.
This has been busy on your end, I take it, yeah?
Yeah, it's so hard to have the motivation to do anything when I'm so drained after work, just both mentally and physically. Mostly
I bet.
mentally. Oh no, it was great. The other day, literally yesterday, they had me come into work 30 minutes early because they're like, we have the hours for it. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Come in early. And then the store lead is there. And then I proceed to end up getting a 30-minute lecture.
Fuck, for what?
Because the numbers aren't good enough.
Wait, again? But you put in So you do like overtime and stuff.
It might as well be considered overtime. It's because I can never seem to leave on time because I have to do basically the work of like 2 or 3 people, but there's just me. It's crazy. They even asked me if I liked working there. They were just like, I have to ask, do you even like working here? I don't have another job lined up yet, so I had to lie through my teeth because when I started working there, yeah, I loved working there. It was great. Not anymore. They also said that if I continue not taking my breaks, it's gonna be a write-up. Like, the reason I don't take my breaks is because I'm the only one on the clock. Like, it's so hard as the only person on the clock to be able to actually have the time to lock down the store and put up a sign and go take a break.
That's fucked up. What the hell?
Yeah. My parents are telling me to do malicious compliance all the way. Usually I'm not petty, but at this point, I'm like, maybe I should be petty.
You should, yeah.
Because they're also telling me, well, you're great at doing, like, this stuff, like shipment and whatnot, but, like, we don't need you to do that. We need you to focus on numbers with customers and stuff. I swear to God, if I don't do the shipment, it almost never gets done. Because when I do shipment, I do probably double what everyone else does when they bring in shipment. Because I like bringing in the shipment. I like doing that. I like doing random things that most people do not like doing. And instead of letting me shine where I do, they're so fixated. They're like, oh, we need these numbers. Oh, we're a numbers-based business. Yeah. If I ever hear that from anywhere I ever apply to ever again, it's an immediate no for me, and I'm just not gonna work there.
Fair.
Because I have worked in the mall before, and it is less stressful than this. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Alright. Just trying to make a cute little... Oh, why have I done this? Trying to make a cute little spring illustration.
Not too sure how to do these gems, or I'm assuming they're gems. I guess it'll be something like that. Really, I'm just winging it.
Yeah, if you're doing that as a gem, I would make the middle part a bit wider. Yeah. I think that would make it look a little bit more gemmy.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I think there was a gem up here. I think that one was a gem. Let me check the ref.
Gotta reduce the intensity of the shadow here. I hate when I accidentally make the shadows too intense.
Oh shit, no, that was a bundle of flowers, not a gem. Okay.
You can always fix it, no worries.
But I can...
Hmm.
Some refs. Oh yeah, this is me looking up a bug on Assassin's Creed.
Why did I do that? Whoops. What kind of bug? How bad is it? Game breaking? Or
Not
just
really, it's more
annoying?
like side stuff. Yeah, more just annoying.
Gotcha.
Oh god.
I had to ask because one of the other games Ubisoft came out with had game-breaking bugs in it. I had to be sure.
Oh, what? Skull and Bones?
No, but I can imagine they probably did too. No, I was talking about the Star Wars one.
Oh, Outlaws. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like anything to that level for sure.
Mm-hmm. Nice little blur here. And then tone it down with my nice little airbrush.
It kind of looks like you had. Let me see.
Not too bad.
Maybe not.
Let's get my blush going.
Ooh, this looks a lot like what she has. Okay.
A regular.
I can find another one that's similar to that. But let me grab it for now. Is this a more transparent version? Please let it be transparent.
Okay, got that. Gotta get the. Do that. I forget when no, I hate when I forget the scene I was trying to draw and now it looks utterly random. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes if I leave a sketch for too long. I'll forget what my original vision was, which is why I like to try and knock everything out with one go. Or, like, to sketch out everything so that I can see specifically what I had in my brain. Because otherwise it's just sort of a mess.
I really can't do that. It gets all blurry.
Maybe if I do this instead, it'll look less
improvise with this.
Okay, because I don't need to do the eyes since they're closed. I can skip straight to the hair. I like having brushes that can do flowers. It's very convenient. Also, I love how originally, when I first started out, I was trying to make my hair blue. And now it's this weird green, gray, blue. I was not good at color picking back then. But I've decided to stick with it.
Yeah, you make it work. It looks good.
Well, I mostly like it now because it's unique. I've never seen anybody else with this hair color.
How would I draw this?
Kind of hard to place. Although, I will say, technically, it does fall on the blue part of the color wheel. Even if it looks a little bit greenish. I feel like the greenish appearance is on account of the gray. Where are you? Well, I'm glad you think it is a pretty color. Oh my god, that line is not where that line is supposed to be. Fix it real quick.
A lot of this I'm just winging. I mean, so far it looks alright.
Valid. I feel like the vast majority of the art process is just wing it and maybe something will look good.
Like I'm using the flow of the lines, but I'm not like directly tracing it, so
Yeah.
it's not technically plagiarism.
That's really the thing that I told you, where like if you really want, you can like blur it some so that you're not like direct copying.
Yeah.
I do try eventually. I have tried to move away from direct tracing though, and like just putting it off to the side and trying to copy it off the site.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And that way I can kind of convert it more to my art style a little bit more. But it's something that I started doing after, I guess, a while. So I think it's a matter of practice and getting comfortable with it. And every once in a while there's something that I fail so epically on that I need it. Oh, Radix.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Alright, Banhammer has been swung.
Hold on, I gotta figure out.
Oh, wait, I have to do it on your end too.
I was gonna... Oh, you're faster than me. Because I started typing it out, and I was like, wait, why am I typing? And then I tried to click on it, and then by then you had already banned them. I am technologically slow.
No, just because it's easy for like having two windows open.
Moments like these, I feel like a boomer. Okay, need to get a little bit more here. Ooh, too much. Or can we go from here to here? Alrighty.
I won't do the whole sphere because I mean,
What?
a lot of it is
Oh,
just
because
gonna.
I didn't set it to multiply like a silly person. Okay. Oh gosh. Every moment I spend on this is a moment that I realize I don't know how to shade.
Neither do I. I just wing it. Gotta keep that sphere shape, and I think that's good enough.
Definitely not it. It's also definitely not it. Come on. Okay.
Like, yeah, it's gonna be blurry either way, but good enough, you know? That's why I didn't want to do the whole sphere.
Understandable. Oh my god, that's too much.
Make it a little more natural. I'll put it again up here. Rather than just like, you know, duplicate. Or maybe I should have, because,
Trying to make this look a little bit nicer.
That bundle is pretty big. Let me.
Okay.
Glad I caught Faye that one time in chat while I was waiting on Zero's birthday stream. Like, ask her questions about like, is some of these clothing like transparent?
Oh.
Some bits are, some aren't. But it's good to know ahead of time.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm just gonna overlap either way. Let me just.
Oh gee, my back hurts from sitting like a shrimp all day. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be shrimping.
Posture check, everyone.
That's not what I wanted. I should have it down more. Yeah, let's move it down more.
really liking how the petals turned out.
There's no other way for me to draw other than to shrimp right now. I'm sure you could shift your position somehow. For your health. Health is wealth, my friends. Oh, like there's a little spot there that I have to fix.
And now we merge. There we go. Or rather, hold on. Make it at least a little bit different from up top.
You know, they've been animating a lot of Korean webcomics lately, and I genuinely hope that the Greatest Estate developer gets animated as well. Because of how funny it is.
If which one gets animated?
It's called the Greatest Estate developer.
Okay.
It's a really funny series, but also very heavy series plot-wise, which is not what you'd expect for a comedic series.
What's the plot about?
Okay. So it's an isekai. Dude gets basically dragged to another world of, like, I think it was a novel that he read, and he's the son of some, like, nobody backwater noble family, and the main character serves that noble family. His character is basically like the useless son who essentially just dies in a ditch relatively early.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty rough for him, because he's like, I don't wanna die, so now that I'm in a noble family, let's just use that to make money. And he used to do, like, he knows some stuff about, like, architecture and stuff. So his whole thing is like, I'm gonna use my knowledge to make me money here. And so he does, first thing he does is he improves the housing of, like, the people in that area, and then they're like, oh my god, he's actually not, you know, trash anymore. And so he ends up essentially improving his reputation by accident, because he doesn't want to improve his reputation, because he wants to basically do nothing. He wants to do nothing and not have to work.
The dream.
But unfortunately, he's too talented, and so he keeps drawing people's attention. But it is a pretty good series. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. Make sure it don't go outside of that.
There we go. That looks more like a butterfly.
Okay. Now, I need to do...
Oh god, no. No real songs on this playlist.
I'm just listening to lo-fi music.
There we go. Yeah, I like my video game music.
If I want to listen to video game music, I'll do video game lo-fi. Or, in some cases, Genshin soundtrack.
Yeah, Genshin be a vibe.
Yeah. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could probably listen to the Wuthering Waves soundtrack too. Hold on. I know they're making an anime for Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
An anime for what?
Omniscient Reader Viewpoint.
First time hearing about it.
It's
What's it about?
So it's another Korean webcomic.
Isekai? Oh.
No, actually. It's basically there's a dude and he really likes reading this one series. He's been reading it since he was in high school. It's still ongoing when he's a working adult. He's read it all the way through to the end. And when he gets to the end, the creator announces, "Oh gosh, so thank you for helping me get this far. I never would have made it this far without, you, because you read the crap out of my story. You're the only one who read it to the end. Now I'm getting monetized." They'll like send him an email about this, or DM or something. And, once it's monetized, the chapters won't be available to view for free anymore. But because you are like my #1 fan, my biggest reader, I'm gonna send you like a PDF or something of the entire story. All of it. And this is for you. And so he's like, "Oh gosh, this is so cool. This is awesome." and he's like riding the train home or whatever, and as he's riding the train home, he's kind of like watching the clock click down to like when it's gonna go monetized. The instant it is quote unquote monetized, the story happens in real life.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the book begins to happen in real life. And he is the only one with the complete knowledge of everything. The plot of the story was kind of similar to Solo Leveling, how you had like a bunch of like interference from the outside, and all of a sudden you have all these crazy like challenges and things, and then people get powers and whatnot. That kind of ordeal.
Yeah.
But he knows the main character is a quote-unquote regressor, which means they've lived through the same lifetime multiple times trying to like fix things. And his first instinct is, oh my god, the main character is in the train car next to me. I need to get off this train right now. Because if he gets over here, I'm going to die. Not because of zanies happing around the main character. No, the main character he feels like will kill him. But, overall, it's really interesting. I'm not current on this story, but I do really like it, so I am excited to hear that they're getting an anime. Because maybe the anime can help me catch up, because I need help. There's a lot of chapters. Wait, why am I doing this here? No. Still let me.
I'm guessing like in the hundreds?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's really funny because the main character and then the guy that's supposed to be the main character of the book, he got like the same jacket as that guy but in white, because the main character of the book wears a black jacket, so they have matching jackets. It's really funny.
I think that's it. A little froze.
Oh no, I forgot the thing. Okay, where am I gonna put it? Maybe like this? There we go, okay. Okay.
Alright, now you are definitely gems. I'm gonna work on you.
I most assuredly have no idea what that sound was. I don't know, but it was definitely something on your end, because when you spoke,
Oh.
that's when I heard it. I swear.
Probably music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still trying to play catch up with the Pick Me Up comic, because I think it's got like 144 chapters. It's been 24 hours since I started reading it. I am on... I'm gonna say chapter 103.
Wow.
I mean, I did say the series kind of had me in a chokehold. Wait a second. I love the shading so much. Thank you. I need to shade the little scrungled chibi that I was doing for the year in review thing, because like I sketched it out, but I haven't like touched it yet, really. Pretty much my only goal is to just finish this today. I consider it an accomplishment if I finish anything at all because of how long it takes me to work on stuff.
You started this entire piece from start to finish on stream?
No, the sketch is from the sketch speed thing that I did.
Oh, okay.
But I did do the line art and now the rendering. Because I'm not gonna lie, I sort of kind of... The flats aren't really a stage by themselves, because I sort of just do everything all at once. I'll make the belt black too. Why not? That makes sense. I wouldn't want to do a brown belt with black pants. That would kind of clash. You know, I started watching the most recent season of Fire Force with my dad. But my dad was like, oh wait, I need to go do a recap. He went to YouTube. Guy gives him a whole play-by-play of season 2. And then he's like, I'm still confused. That show might not be for him. Right? No, I want to do... yeah. Okay, going have fun with the artwork. Yeah, thank you, and I will hydrate. Let me hydrate, yeah. I see you, don't worry.
Take care,
If it wasn't for my followers taking care of me, I would probably pass out from lack of hydration. That's the eraser. Whoops.
Can I move that more down? I'll leave it there for now.
Oh yeah, Thradix, if you ever want the little... I took a screenshot of the TikTok. If you ever want the list that I'm going through, I can yeet it at you for the webcomics.
Okay.
I mean, of course, I don't know if you'll have time to read it or not, because everybody's different. I'm a rather fast reader. But a lot of the series that I read, like, for example, the one about the guy who's, like, the undercover professor, that one was 114 chapters. I read that in 2 days.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely like a slow reader. Maybe not that slow, but yeah.
It's because I kind of like how people know life video games. I know life reading webcomics. So like I'll hyperfixate on only doing that for so long. Yeah, no, I'm on day 2 of reading Pick Me Up. It's got 144 chapters. I'm already like 103 some odd chapters in. Trying really hard to finish that one quickly so that I can go to the next one on the list. Cause I think that's the one that has something to do with conquering a school with a sashimi knife. I'm curious about that one. The titles are so cryptic sometimes.
I may have to
One at a
think how this
time.
flows around there.
Slowly but surely. I don't think that looks bad. Let me go ahead and... I've always been a fast reader. That's why I have, like, I have 2 bookshelves in my room and there's not enough room for all my books. That's why if any of my followers wants to become a book, there is a redeem for that. Almost done with this one. I just need a little bit of lightness on the edges of the gloves. Oh, that might be too much.
Do
barely have
permission
it.
get to name the book on the side, or you don't get
Mm,
into that much detail?
I don't get into that much detail. I usually just have symbols and stuff. I don't, like, give the books names.
Okay.
I mean, like, if you have a specific symbol you want on it, then by all means I'll draw it, but... So far I've only had 1 people choose the book. Most people have been choosing the plush or the weapon. I barely have a shelf full of manga, and there's 4 manga I didn't even start reading yet. Yeah, see, I'm a chronic reader. I read too much. I'll just do this. Oh, and what if I blur it? That's too much? I feel like I did too much. I need to make that a little bit less severe. Like, I want it to be a little bit shiny, but not too shiny, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, jealous of you for that? For the reading thing? Yeah, I have a problem though. The belt buckle is gonna be off permanently, and that bothers me, but it's fine. I need to fix that.
Hard to tell how much is showing and how much isn't. Angle.
Ooh, yeah, I love rhythm games. I have this thing where I unfocus both of my eyes and then I can see the notes better. Okay. What color do I want to make the thingamabobber? Something that works well with red. while still maintaining my sort of general color scheme. That's 2. I'll do like this desaturated green maybe. Good to figure this out, because this is technically going to be one of my outfits in the future. I just haven't got the color scheme quite figured out, but this isn't bad, I don't think.
Takeout just arrived. Let me have some noms on the side here.
Oops, did that wrong.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. I'll be right here. Color it away. Without a care in the world. Except for when I miss spots. I don't think this color scheme is bad. I think this works quite well. Now I just need to get the shading. I might saturate it slightly for the shading.
Alright, back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know if you heard, but did you hear the news about Gura?
I did. I'm sad about it.
People are hoping she comes back on her indie VTuber. But yeah, that was a shock to me. She's like a big face of all the Hololive members.
Yeah. I'm hoping she goes indie because maybe it's just like an issue with the Corbo VTubing. Because, you know, sometimes that it's a problem. It also shocked me so today my jaw was on the floor. Yeah. I'm so sad. Like, I loved Gura, although I will admit I've only ever seen clips of Gura's content. I've never actually watched Gura's content by myself. Which sounds really crazy
same.
to say that, like, I'm a fan of Gura, but I've never seen Gura's content properly.
I mean, I'm the same way with the VShojo girls.
Oh yeah, I only
And I
recently...
haven't seen full stream.
Yeah,
What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say, I only recently went through and, like, actually followed Iron Mouse. Because I hadn't been following Iron Mouse until quite recently. Even though I love Iron Mouse.
Let's see, what was Gura's old VTuber? I think it was Benzawa. Okay.
I need a little bit of blur going on here.
Hope this is the right account, not faster.
Oh my god, so they're making an anime. You'll see my thought process when I finish explaining what it is. They're making an anime where there's people and they're in space. And in space, one of them is an alien or something. And they have to figure out who it is. And so they keep putting people into cold sleep if they think that they're the alien.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure now you understood why I went from imposter to that. I don't even remember what it's called. But I'm like, oh my god, they're making an Among Us anime. I'll be going now, it's quite late for me. I gotta get up tomorrow. Wish you all a beautiful stream and the rest of the week. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming by and thank you again for the follow. I hope to see you again. You get some good rest.
Have a good one. Thank you for coming.
I'm thinking.
Be back next time. Alright, see you then.
Yeah, see you then.
Or look up the name, Imposter Anime.
I don't know if that would pop up.
Oh, I mean Among Us Anime.
Again, I don't know if that would pop up. Because that's not what it's called. This is technically not an Among Us anime, it's just an anime with a plot that really resembled Among Us. But yeah, we need to get back to watching our anime stuff, because once I get you caught up on Solo Leveling, there's a bunch of other anime we gotta watch too.
Oh yeah, what's next on the list? What you got in mind?
Well, it depends on what you would rather watch, because I got a whole slew of shows we could watch. I mean, there's the vast majority of the anime of the year nominees that we could go through. Although I am a bit iffy about whether or not we could watch Delicious in Dungeon, because it's a Netflix one, and I don't know if I'll be able to stream Netflix or not.
Oh, Netflix exclusive? Really?
Yeah. At least it was. I don't know if it's been added anywhere else since, but when it came out, it was a Netflix one. That happens every once in a while. But yeah, I will say Netflix has been getting a little bit better about its anime that it's been dropping. Because when they first started out, oh my god, they were horrendous with their anime choices. Like, all the anime they made was awful. I still don't forgive them for the Sinbad anime. I'm still really mad about that. They did one season and then they canceled it. You know, like
Did
Netflix does. No, I'm not. I don't know. It's been a really long time since since it had come out. But like, it was a spin-off of Magi, which was really popular. Speaking of, that's another one that needs to come back. Super salty that it hasn't come back yet.
Oh, I found something. Kanata no Astra, or Astra Lost in Space. Could that be the anime you're talking about?
Possibly.
Because when I see a Reddit, like, people are talking about like an Among Us like anime, and that's the one they reference.
It's entirely possible. Alright, let me see. What did you say it was called?
Kanata no Astra. Or Astra Lost in Space. I'm assuming that's like the PNG dub version.
I'm gonna say no, because that's already out, and the one that I'm talking about isn't out yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to the anime release chart here and see if I can't find it. I was surprised to hear about the panty and stocking returning. that anime.
Did they what? They canceled it before?
No, it's been probably way over a decade since the Panty and Stocking with Garterbelt had their season.
Oh, okay.
So I just was kind of surprised that they brought it back. Okay. So it's not one of the summer anime.
I think I found it, but he's not telling me the name of it.
I love how we got all fixated. Okay, Nocia.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely the one.
Nocia. Comes out in October.
Oh, okay. Right when he said the name too.
Also, apparently there's a Digimon anime coming out in October. I kind of want to start watching the Precure series because some of those fight scenes are crazy.
No, what series?
The Precure. It's a magical girl anime,
Okay.
but some of those fight scenes go harder than shonen. All right, let me stop digging around there. I gotta finish up what I'm doing here. But yeah, I have a plethora of different genres that we could choose from for our next anime to watch.
Sounds good.
Although I might just make you watch Freyren. Since that one's such a good series. Do that one. What color do I want the cover to be?
Is Delicious Dungeon a finished anime or it's still ongoing?
First season's finished.
Okay.
Same with Freyren. First season's finished.
Oh my god, I just remembered. We also watch Konosuba. I don't know if you've seen season 1 already.
I have seen season 1, season 2, and I'm currently watching season 3 of Konosuba.
Damn, so I'm going behind.
Yeah, I watched it when it first came out. My dad actually... I told him about Isekai Quartet, and he's been watching that a little bit too. If you don't want to know what Isekai Quartet is, it's a little thing where, like, all the episodes are like 10 or so minutes long. So it's like little short episodes. But it's the protagonists of Konosuba, Saga of Tanya the Evil, Overlord, and ReZero all get summoned to another world where they have to behave like students. And basically, it's just little zany interactions between them.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's just like a little funny short thing to watch. It had like 2 seasons and that was it. But those used to be like the powerhouses of Isekai, so they sort of just made a series where they shoved all the characters together.
Are they voiced by the same voice
By the
actor?
same people, yep.
Nice.
The funniest part is, a lot of the characters actually have the same voice actors, so the same voice actors voicing multiple characters.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, like the voice actor for Subaru also voices someone in Saga Tanya the Evil. The voice actor for Amelia from ReZero also voices Megumin from Konosuba. So they have a lot of shared roles. Well, that's not it.
Go to sleep and never wake up. What was it like to wake up after having never gone to sleep? That was when you were born.
Alright, let me start doodling something, otherwise this is gonna be an entire food break session.
Can I make this a little bit darker? That, gonna do this, gonna do that.
I think that looks enough.
I need to do the lashes. Let me see this. It appears I have notifications.
Oh, speaking of which, let me check my Discord.
try and...
Trying to get a good angle of how this would flow around her body. Wait, I just have it like I had before?
Not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. Alright. Looks like we got an ad starting in about 3 minutes. I have a couple of things I gotta fidget with. Oh, okay. Okay. Now we need...
I should stretch these out a little bit more.
Can I find the thing that I need? It's gonna be so hard finding the exact specific material I need because I don't remember what it's called.
I'm getting a lot of back-to-back Final Fantasy 16 songs.
Nice. That one. Oh, I forgot. My system is stupid. Hold on. I had to minimize everything. Right, it's under here. Under here. Where'd you go? Oh, here it is. Oops, no, come here. Okay.
I have to work on these folds a little bit more.
You're so... Hey. Oh gosh.
Look at it a little bit better. Need to do a little bit more. Definitely like what I have here than originally, so let me replace it.
And then I'm gonna do my usual.
Something should go there, but I don't know what.
Okay. Oh my god, maybe if I just move that. And then I completely forgot I need to also do this. Oh my god, no. Here we go.
My god, that looks a little bit better at least.
We're gonna do that. And we're gonna render this bad boy. Come on. Hmm. What if I paint with this?
This curve should be a little high.
What if I just...
That's probably why the curve inward a little. Alright, do that then.
Maybe.
Hmm. Alright, I'm starting to get the vision for it. Maybe it's because 3 is too much?
Which one's which?
There we go. It's like I'm not keeping in mind the changes. The subtle changes with the folds. It looks a little bit off, but it could just be a skill issue on my part. One of that singer from PSO2, one of her songs is playing. I really loved her songs.
Oh yeah. She did have some really nice songs. Of course, I listened to them all in Japanese. Alright, I think I'm done with it. Took me a while, but I think I'm done with it.
Oh, that looks amazing.
There are
Well
so
done.
many filters on this you would not believe. Like, if I go and I take all the filters off, there's still... Like, it doesn't look as good without all the filters.
That's fine. I still think it looks good.
Wait, was that the one? Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be my nice little springtime illustration.
It looks really good.
It's a shame I didn't draw my own winter illustration, or I would make a little art book thingy of the different seasons. Like postcards or something.
Wait, an art book of what?
Or like little postcards or something of the different art for the different seasons.
Oh.
I mean, I can always draw a winter one later. Someone else drew it for me because they offered to, and I didn't have enough time to draw a winter one.
By the way, how's the? Well, I don't know if I should ask this on stream. Never mind.
Man, I wish this would stop freezing. Oh, that's another thing I need to work on. I need to work on some more sub badges.
Also, maybe I just got unlucky, but have you seen? Has Gira been streaming?
No.
Hi, Asaki.
Yeah. Hi, Asaki. But yeah, no, he hasn't been streaming recently. I keep telling him he needs to. I think he did stream once maybe in the last month. Maybe. But yeah, Asaki, we got on the shared chat and everything. Aww.
Oh, is it gonna double shout out?
I don't think it will.
Kinda. Okay. No problem, Asaki. Always happy to have the friends here.
Aw, dang, I didn't draw anything for Valentine's. I just realized that.
I mean, there's still time.
It's so far after Valentine's. I'd be better off trying to draw something for Easter, which is tomorrow.
I guess I'm always up in favor for better late than never approach. I mean, it's art. I love seeing people's works, no matter.
Yeah, if I did anything for Valentine's, I'd probably wait until next year, because that ship has sailed. I need to get better at drawing seasonal artwork. That's something I need to do. Because I used to be so good at it, and then I don't know what happened, I just totally fell off.
I should make this thinner.
Okay. Now let's see. Did this? Can I? I'm gonna import it real quick so that I can use it from now on. So, real quick. Image. Hold on a second. We need this to go. Yep, beneath everything. All right,
I'll just leave that covered.
got that bad boy in place. Okay. Now the grand question, what the heck do I work on now? Or do I call it for today? Because I don't know. My mom might have gone out to get dinner.
Well, you definitely put in your 3 hours.
Yeah. 3.5 hours, actually. I really need to remember to use VHand more often. But yeah, I'm trying to get better at making illustrations and also to make more examples for illustrations so that if I ever do get any commissions for illustrations, I can actually have examples for people.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, because it's 90% of the time I don't have examples of specific types. See, the other thing is when people commission me to draw full body commissions, I'm never quite sure how to deal with it because sometimes something looks better if it's not a full body, but I don't want to like cut off part of the body because they commissioned a full body.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, some things just look better not full body.
So I wonder if I should just do a really vague direction for like, oh, this is a, you can get anywhere from this to this depending on the illustration, or if I should just say commission for illustration with rendering, without rendering, and just like narrow it down to that.
I bend that more? Not really.
But yeah, I'm glad this turned out so well. Unfortunately, a lot of my stuff that I gotta work on, I have to work on off stream.
Oh yeah, private commissions.
Yeah, private commissions. And also my 5.0. I don't want to be streaming that.
Right.
Because I'm trying to keep it a surprise. Because I'm so bad at keeping surprises. But I'm trying to keep it a surprise. But yeah, I think I'll just call it there.
Wanna double raid someone?
Yeah, I just gotta pull up over here. Oh, I've got so many tabs open. Alright, who is live? I mean, if you plan on going a little bit longer, I can always just raid into you.
Nah, I'll raid out too, because I'm running out of ideas, as well as I should eat. Focus more on my food.
Gotcha. I might have to find a new person to raid because oh my gosh, they have an entire section on Twitch labeled VTubers now.
Oh, for real? Nice.
Yeah, I have live channels we think you'll like, VTubers, categories we think you'll like.
Oh, it's not even showing up on screen. Whoops. There we go.
I'm just gonna go to the art category, see if there's anybody doing anything interesting. I love this. A full page of art streamers. And only one I've seen so far that's not a VTuber. The artist to VTuber pipeline is real.
Hey, Eversong, how's it going? Sorry to say, but we're just raiding out.
Just trying to find someone. I'm perusing the art section.
But before we do, let me give you a shout out.
Cause I don't have anyone on my end that's doing art that I can raid. I don't know if you do.
No, unfortunately, no. artists on my end.
Who is this person?
Who just raid one of our people?
I'm checking out this artist and seeing if they're decent to yeet my community at. I just gotta get through ads. I have a pretty model. So I'm checking them out because they're doing a 2.0 debut for their model, and I'm trying to figure out, should I raid them? It's a pretty model, though. I'm loving the fact that the little snake has sunglasses. That's funny. I need to sneeze.
Bless you.
I don't know, maybe I'll raid this person. I like to find new people. Do they end up raided by me very often? No, because I just kind of hoard VTubers. But hey.
Also, Eversong, thank you for the bits. I don't think I said that or thought it.
Oh, good lord. I was gonna raid them, but now I'm intimidating. I didn't know I had that many freaking viewers. Good lord. I'm gonna drop a follow, but I'm not gonna raid them. That's scary. No, it's like it's over 3K. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't go there. I don't blame you.
They don't need my pittance.
In terms of our people, I got Yomiko, I got Sashiv, and Rinky just came online.
Yeah, I have one artist streamer, but they got like 161 viewers right now. Yeah. I got someone playing Wuthering Waves.
I mean, it's anime. Counts to what we're doing.
That's a new model. I've never seen that one. Loving the ears though. Okay. I guess we can, I don't know if you want to raid this person with me.
Sure, I don't mind giving them a double raid.
I'm gonna type it in... Oh, one sec. Okay, I'm gonna type it in... Make sure I'm spelling it right. I'm just gonna throw it in the chat in general. Boop! Anyways, let me go ahead and send my raid message. Do-do-do. Anybody wants to stick around for the raid, feel free to copy either my raid message or Thradix's raid message, either one, or both. I don't know. I don't think you can copy both of them, but you can try. And, oh yeah, I gotta plug my Discord and stuff. Pardon me for my Discord plugs going in. And then I would plug my coffee, but I'm not really using it that much. And I don't have a thing to plug my VGen yet, so... it remains by itself or whatever. And then let me go ahead and do this. Like, is it slash raid? Yeah, it's slash raid.
Slash raid, yeah.
I was trying to do exclamation point. Okay. Gonna raid this Fox VTuber who is playing
tuning in, everyone.
Wuthering Waves. Yep. I got some good work done. I hope you also got some good work done, Thradix.
Yep.
I'm gonna yeet myself over to my little ending screen and let the music play everybody out.